just Joel in the background. Hey, they can hear us whenever we do that. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Oh, had a little half and half on that one. That one almost got us caught up last time. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the page. Leave that 5-star review. Y'all know what to do, man. Welcome to the Cook Colin show. I can't, bro. I can't. It's an annual thing.
You know where
with Chicago and Colin Cowherd. Got to talk about just making up narratives and the media and how they can do that at times and how that won't be a thing on this show. I guarantee that much anyway. Got the man formerly known as Ringo J. Stefan Adon in the building. And, of course, the super producer Joel Holt in the back.
What's happening?
Yeah,
there we go. Yeah.
Listen, got to talk about Colin Cowherd and his Caleb Williams. I don't even know what to call it. Rumors, fibs, immediately having to backtrack what he felt Caleb Williams thought about Chicago 24 hours later. Also got to talk about who we want on this interior defensive line, looking at some of the names that are out there and what that might cost for the Chicago Bears in free agency. Of course, doing a little dripper skip new segment here on the show where we basically just make fun of people, and the Friday free-for-all. A lot in the Friday free-for-all today, man. So all that and more in today's episode of the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Daily. Let's go. I listen, boys. I'm so giddy to get into this first segment.
It's like I said, you know what we're here for, bro.
Bro, I hate. You know what? And I don't know if a lot of people got a chance to listen to him recently on the Waddle and Sylvie show, where Sylvie basically was just grilling him on the radio maybe 20 minutes ago. And Colin basically just did a lot of fast talking, a lot of like, yeah, I said this, but look over here. Look at my hands over here. Everybody, oh, I'm not over here. The Packers have a quarterback. Detroit's good. Why would anybody want to be in Chicago? And he didn't even give credence to the fact that what he said was completely fabricated, completely untrue. Colin Cowherd yesterday reported that Caleb Williams did not want to be a Chicago Bear, didn't want to be a part of the Chicago Bears, felt like the quarterback position here, not being developed here was an issue, and that there's so many things going into the NFC North that would be a problem, and all of this stuff, right? And 24 hours later, basically got a call from from Caleb Williams' camp, right? However many people are in there. He keeps mentioning how big the camp is. I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. But Caleb Williams' camp, and they said, we're not anti-Chicago per, I guess, the same people that told them that they were anti-Chicago, according to Colin. These are his sources, not the Bears' sources, not the Bears putting this out. And it's just like, bro, like, listen, I understand. Where we at right now? 28,000? Right. 28,000, something like that. I understand our audience is a lot smaller than Colin Cowherd's, but I still have a respect for the people that I'm talking to and for the people that I'm talking about. And what I feel is a responsibility to go out there and not just say anything willy-nilly. And guess what? This was a year that I definitely could have done that, right? I've gotten an opportunity to talk with people inside the Bears organization, people who have played for the Bears, people who report for the Bears. I could come out here and say anything and say, I'm hearing from my sources that we've got this going on. And you know what? And somebody would sit there and be like, well, Pat the Designer reported this over on the Windy City Breeze. And yeah, it's small, but it's still a responsibility to tell the truth. And Colin Cowherd, to me, is everything negative about modern media. He is an absolute joke. He does this multiple times a year. To me, it besmirches some of the players' names that he talks about. He spins narratives of his opinions into fact. And you heard it during the show with Sylvie. He was not talking about what Caleb Williams said, because Sylvie said verbatim, hey, does Caleb Williams not want to play in Chicago? Is that what you're, or not that, is Caleb Williams fine playing in Chicago? Is that what you're reporting? And all of a sudden it was, well, we got these quarterbacks over here and we got these guys over here and Detroit's getting better. And so it makes it tough in an NFC North. So he'd rather be in Washington and a team that's never developed a quarterback and a ownership that is terrible and a GM that's unproven and a president is answer the question. But you can't answer the question truthfully because you're not telling people the truth. Stop spinning your opinion of what the Chicago Bears is, which I'm not even going to say is an untrue opinion. We all sit here and question ownership. We all sit here and hope that Ryan Poles gets it right, but we got question marks on him. We all sit here and we're like, I don't know what Kevin Warren's going to do.
Yep.
Those aren't untrue things, but there are opinions. Your opinions aren't fact. When you're reporting things as fact. Your platform is so big, people are going to look at it and say, these are facts. People immediately came out and was like, Caleb Williams doesn't want to play for Chicago. Does that mean he's weak? Does that mean he's not strong enough to deal with the NFC North? Does that mean he has issues on it? Because all of a sudden, it wasn't that Caleb Williams didn't want to play for a bad team. Because he said he wants to play for Washington. How many quarterbacks y'all seen developed in Washington?
Not that much.
I can what? Who?
Probably
Mark Ripien?
one.
Wow, you really pulled a name out of your hat there, buddy.
Doug Williams.
Hey,
Doug Williams, I got, but you pulled a Mark Ripien out of your hat.
Doug Williams and Kirk.
Are we caught Kirk?
And recent,
RG3?
and recent,
RG3
got
but they just ran him into the ground.
So yeah.
Well, he ran himself into the
Yeah,
ground.
he ran himself to the
no, they ran him into the ground.
he ran
It was like, hey, you got all that speed, use it. They found his knee was taped with bubble gum and glue. And it's like, hey, you can't do that.
Well, no, he ended up being messed up because of concussions.
Because
he couldn't fit. No, he ended up being messed up because of concussions. His knee got messed up.
His knee was shot.
Right, but every time he got
hey. He didn't know how to slide. He didn't know how to slide.
Let's get back to cooking.
Anyway, so all I'm saying is, Colin Cowherd, stop being a moron. I know it's never going to happen. And I know these are harsh words. But when you sit here and you report things as fact based on how you feel about the Chicago organization, which is fact. I feel how you feel how the Chicago organization is. But that doesn't mean that's how Caleb's team feels. That's how his camp feels. And they told you less than 24 hours later, don't go say that. And you found a nice way to flip it so it still kind of fits your narrative. I don't fool with that.
I think that was my issue. It's like you can't paint the narrative for everybody else based off of just your opinion if it's not necessarily true. You got to be careful what you say. I mean, clearly we all have an opinion. But I think, like you said, it's just that he clearly doesn't really care for our organization, right? That's the problem. But then you're not seeing the Bears where the moves that they're making are improvement. We've all have made the commentary of just how having an infrastructure, an offensive scheme. We have a GM and an assistant GM. We have a new president of football operations. You're now allowing you keep condemning them from all the stuff from the past 30 years instead of realizing like they've made a lot of strides in this last year. Because we've never seen this.
Yeah. This is all new.
So, it's like, so you're not allowing the Bears to grow. You're trying to put their name in the mud where it's like we, for the first time, have all of these things and actually have the number one pick and can possibly get depending on how we move forward. But if this is the next guy and now you're trying to poison that for Chicago, like we don't deserve, to have that opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I just feel like
Gus Farrow. Yeah, there you go.
Honestly.
Go ahead.
I honestly, bro, I just feel like at this point, like with the way he moving, he had to be a fan of the Bears at some point, like during his childhood.
Well, no, I think he knows what's gonna get him clipped.
Not yet.
He knows if you pick at us, we
yeah,
go. That's what the national media.
Absolutely, but I mean, at this point, every time like something like this comes out, and it's not like he hasn't done this before. Like with us being in this position, this just reaffirms that like we have a responsibility to, you feel me, the public, our fans, our fan base that's growing, to actually get it right, because it's like you said, like you're basically just going off your opinions, and these opinions aren't fact. And it's just not even with certain teams, it's with certain people as well. Like I've seen them do this to Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
I remember he was trying to cook Baker and Baker pulled up.
He did. He pulled up on that dude.
He said, look at you. You got your flag over there. You didn't high five.
He was like, yeah, so
teammates?
you're
I don't like that.
Yeah,
He's like,
I don't like that. That's not a winner.
He said, did you see the 9 other times on the 9 other touchdowns
Like-
I threw when I high-fived all my team? Oh, but you didn't do it that time. Shut your
Yeah, bro. Like,
I mean, it irritates me,
Look at
bro,
those
because
stupid-
you know what irritates me about it is, and here's the thing, I respect the grind. I respect the hustle. I respect everybody getting their money. I don't want to see nobody without money out here. But I also respect the right to my opinion of you being based off of how you go about making your content and keeping your name relevant. And the only way to me that Colin Cowherd keeps his name relevant is by spinning narrative about people's lives that he hasn't met.
But that's also a form of reporting. It's like the shock jock type stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what you're. That's just what he does. Oh, my
I'm
fault.
Definitely not.
Sorry,
But I think that's a lot of that is designed to just create controversy.
How the controversy. I don't know, man. Like this is just, and I think here's the thing, right? One, it's going to change the opinion of fans who are already on the fence about Caleb Williams. It's going to make it, because what this does, it doesn't make it seem like, oh, you're not willing to go to a team that doesn't develop quarterbacks. Well, you're scared to come play in the NFC North that might be good.
Yeah.
Because the NFC East is whack.
Oh, yeah.
Right, like you can walk over there and it's 7 wins.
I told you.
Just saying, 7 wins.
6 wins. You hosting a home playoff game.
Yeah, I mean,
bro.
so it's just
it's crazy. It's crazy out here.
It's one of those things to me where, especially with Colin, right? Like the fact that you're backtracking 24 hours later. Are you kidding me? You couldn't get 48 hours out of a lie?
Hey, that man got a better.
Donald Trump got 4 years out of a lie.
Hey, that man got a better moonwalk than Michael Jackson, bro. Like,
I don't know, dog. It's just it's a bad situation. I think it paints him in a bad light, and I think it's one of those things that now, right, moving forward from this, not to say I was a person who trusted things that you said, but like there's no credibility. And I think here's the tough part about all this. He is in California. I believe he has people at USC. I believe he has people that he talks to in Caleb's camp.
Uh-huh.
But I can't trust anything that you're gonna say about what the quarterback
he's biased. That's all it is.
Which is
yeah.
fine, no. But I think the thing is, right, like you're spinning your opinion into fact, and it's not fact. And that's the thing about, like, I'm fine with you saying, here's my opinion on the situation. Here's how I feel about it. Here's what I want to see this Caleb Williams do. There's ways that you can get your opinion out there. But when you go on the show and literally just go, Caleb Williams doesn't want to play for the Chicago Bears,
and it's not substantiated,
I just feel like even Caleb was like, hey, yo, what the? Like, maybe, I don't know if he watches The Herd or not, but like, I mean, like, that was one of those situations where it's like, I could just see him just like flipping through channels. He's just in bed, just like, what the heck? Like, when did I say I didn't want to be a Chicago Bear?
Where's my paint? My nail polish.
Now, why you gonna get them started? Why are you gonna fire them up like that?
I told you this is why we don't need them in the building.
I don't know, bro. It's the nail polish. It's
the nail polish and crying to his mom after a loss.
No, and now I think here's the thing, right? Like, this is gonna be one of those stories that maybe in the national news and like the mainstream doesn't stick, but it's gonna be like, oh, they got clicks. Now it's gonna pop up. Now it's gonna be on ESPN. Now it's gonna be. Yeah, I mean, like, that's the part that irritates me about this, and Caleb can't do anything about it. Caleb can't control this narrative. Caleb can't change anything about this. And the funny thing is that I love what Yurko said today, right? He was like, he doesn't have a choice. If the Bears decide he's the best quarterback in the draft, he's gonna be a Chicago Bear.
And that was the other thing that I was gonna bring up. It's like, yo, you don't have a choice. It's like a player. It's like a player in the NBA with a no trade clause. Like, bro, like you're going to go where we send you if that's gonna give us, the most back. Yeah, like, I mean, without a no trade.
What happened, like, Joe? Joe's a bigger listener to 670 than I am.
Bro. Like,
I don't really get not to say I don't like anybody at 670, but what happened at 670 yesterday? Did you hear anything yesterday?
In terms of what? The
They
Colin
said,
stuff?
they said 670 had a meltdown yesterday because of because of the Colin Cowherd story, I guess.
No, I hadn't heard
Oh,
that.
you haven't heard anything. I didn't see anything. So if y'all know something, let us know. I don't know. I just shout out V-Dog. Shout out everybody in the chat. We ain't shout out nobody in the chat. Jay Sanders in the building, V-Dog in the building, AC in the building,
good.
Chicago's finest in the
AC.
building. Baki in the chat, as always, man. We got a Steve-O in this mud, man. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I hit that like button, subscribe to the page. Danny Parkins was about to have a mental breakdown on 670 today. About what? Like, what is happening?
I saw a clip about that.
I guess I got to go back and see what was going on. Tricky Trips in the building. Was good, Tricky. It wasn't all that, but all right. Dude shed a tear. What was going on at 670 today? Dog?
People are crying.
There's no crying in draft breakdown.
Yeah, there's no-
Hey, man, we appreciate you guys for tuning in and showing love. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page if you haven't done so. We are going to take a quick break, let you guys know about our sponsor, Aura. And then when we come back on the other side, got to break down some of these interior D linemen that might be a good fit for the Chicago Bears in free agency. Are we going to spend a big chunk of change on a 3 technique? We'll talk about that right after this. Appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching the show. Today's episode of the podcast is brought to you by Aura. Have you ever done a Google search on your own name? You'd be surprised what pops up. Your full name, email address, home address, health records, your relatives. It's all out there. And that's why I've been using Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura shows me which data brokers are selling my information and automatically submits opt-out requests just for me. Cleaning up my information not only helps reduce the amount of spam I get, but it protects me from hackers who could use that information to help them access my social media, bank accounts, and other sensitive information. It's really simple to set up. I don't have to download several apps or go to things like antivirus, VPN, password management, parental controls, identity theft, but you can get all of that in one place with Aura. I get everything at one affordable price as well. You may already have 1 or 2 of these tools, but not having Aura is like leaving the front door locked while leaving the back door and windows wide open. For you to be able to take advantage of Aura, we got a special deal for you here today. Stop data brokers from exposing your personal information. Go to my sponsor at https:/aura.com/the Windy City. Again, that is aura.com/the Windy City to get a 14-day free trial and see how much of your information is being sold. That music's saucy, Joe. What's going on with that, brother?
Thanks, man. I appreciate
Phenomenal, saucy.
Phenomenal.
Jay Sanders said
Nah.
670 was trying to text Caleb's dad on the air.
Now I gotta know.
Oh, dog, I gotta go back and listen, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave that 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Appreciate you guys for tuning in and showing love. The Bull said, "Hey, Ryan Poles, aka Pat the Designer, what are you gonna do with the number 1 pick?" We'll see, man. I'm keeping my cards close to the eyes, not close to the vest, right here. Told y'all right here. Oh, it's so much good on these cards. What's going on over there, Joe? Don't worry about that.
Sorry, there you go.
So much. So yeah, I can see it all. I can see it all right here. Hey,
Keeping it
what are
close.
you guys looking at? But no, man. Let's jump into this because I think that there's some interesting conversation with this. What I think is the linchpin of this defense and the 3 technique. Also, just some of those
God.
interior. What's going on here?
It
Dog?
didn't render right.
What's going
Whatever. Go ahead.
That was creepy. That mug just said potent, and it was just a face that popped up.
All right.
I don't know what's going on.
What is happening?
Run that back. Run that back real quick. What was
Run
going
that back,
on?
Turbo.
What? Oh God. Oh, well, potent. Well, hopefully these guys will be real potent to the Chicago Bears.
God.
I think we got to start with the one name that we all know as a free agent. Don't know what's going to happen with him in Kansas City, but he's preparing for the Super Bowl coming up this week. I think the number one name you got to talk about is Chris Jones, right? Like that's the one guy where you got to ask yourself, how much are you willing to invest in your defensive line? Jones will be coming into his age 30 season. He's going to command a bag, but he
30,
absolutely
right?
he'll be 30 coming in.
No, he said he wants 30, right?
Well, I think he would get 33 if they franchise tagged him. So he's probably going to want something around that range. Yeah, that's why they're not going to franchise tag him. Do you think he hits free agency? Do you think he's somebody the Chicago Bears should look at?
I mean, yeah. I mean, anybody would. If Ryan Post didn't do his due diligence, I'll be looking at him crazy. Like, I mean, you're talking about somebody that, you know, at that time you'll be a 3-time Super Bowl champion. I mean, basically, I mean, the leader of that defense at that point. And listen, he set out that that first game, and then you come back, and it's pretty much like he hasn't really missed a beat this entire time, and he's pretty much showed you this entire season why he's worth that, you know, $30 to $33 million you know, tax that he's trying to get, basically. So I mean, now how does that translate to the Bears? Is Ryan Poles willing to pay that much? We don't know, but I mean, anybody would be a fool if you were sitting here telling me that you weren't looking at a Chris Jones to complete that defense, especially with what the Bears already got.
You spending money on Chris Jones, Joe?
No, Cotton. That's too big of a hit on the cap.
Yeah.
It would be nice just in terms of the talent, but I would rather. This is the type of position that I want, like that, you know, 5, 7, 10-year type starter. You know, we were talking earlier about how, you know, Aaron Donald, he's already been in the league 10 years, you know, and pretty much been a fixture of that Rams defense. And he was drafted one pick before we could get him in that draft. I think we got Kyle Fuller that year. So for us, I would rather that we can the potential in this draft to maybe get that guy, if Newton is that guy. The only problem I have is like he may not, because of the way they have the mock draft going. Like they got him like rated like 18th, and Donald was like a top 10, you know, which means after you get past the quarterbacks, he's like typically the, you know, second, third, fourth type of player of that position that would be available. So I wouldn't want to spend that type of money, but I mean, we can afford it. Great. But the problem is that's a big cap hit. You're looking at over $25 million. You already got $25 million going to Montez, and we need at least 2. We need the 3 technique and another edge rusher. So that's a lot of money is going to be going in there.
Yeah, you're paying a pretty penny right now. I think some of the names, one of the names that stands out to me that I think will be interesting, I really want to see kind of what Baltimore ends up doing with him, but Justin Metabike. I think that
that's nice.
Had an absolute breakout season this year.
The
scary part about him is he a long-term answer? Did he do this because it was a franchise year?
Yeah.
Or did he do this because this is the player who he is? 13 sacks this year. I mean, that's a jump. I think he had 6 sacks the season before.
That's still good.
Well, it's still good, right?
6 sacks from a defensive tackle.
But the question is, what kind of money is he going to command? What kind of contract are you willing to give him? I mean, going from, 5.5 sacks the year before, playing in 16 to 17 games, and this season 13 sacks. I think that's your guy that you could say, right, your 10-year guy. And I think the problem is, right, can you go rookie? Not to say Javon Dexter can't continue to improve. I think he's a name that you do like still on the Chicago Bears. I love what we saw at him towards the end of the season. But the problem with not addressing the position or not going all in or going big on this position is that's the linchpin of the defense. Your 3 technique, your guy in the middle is the guy that creates pressure.
Jesus.
That one didn't work there either, Joe.
I got it.
Okay. All right, cool.
I got it.
It's a little dark in here. I'm scared.
Guys,
you're going to have to spend some money on somebody's interior.
Yeah, nah, I'm definitely.
Unless you just feel like you can go out there and get the job done with the young guys that you have.
Yeah, nah. I was thinking about it too. The dope thing about Justin Metabike, right? when you look at it, if you look at just Baltimore's D line, they don't really have like a guy
Right.
like that home run hitter that can go out and close the game. Now, if you look at it in the Bears situation, you have Montez Sweat, which basically at this point you paid him enough money, he better be the closer. All the money I'm paying you. You couple that with Justin Metabike in the middle at that point, he's already got the 13 sacks. You add that to the number one basically scoring defense the second half of the season. And like you said, he's a younger option. So technically that'll be a steal for Poles at that point because I mean, listen, Chris Jones is definitely the guy. He's one.
You know what he can do.
But that 30 million, you talking about 30 million for the dude that is 30. That 30 for 30. I don't think I'm paying it, but they'll definitely have to take a look.
Well, and I think the thing is, right, with interior defensive linemen, you feel like you can get more. Hey,
there we go.
There it is, Joel.
Yeah, sorry.
There it is.
He's all good. He's all good.
He's got it.
I was rushing. I was busy today.
Yeah.
Just trying to build you a perfect studio.
You just trying to get his license?
No, we did not.
Oh.
Went through all that fighting only for him to forget and lose his social security card.
Oh, dang.
Yep.
Come on, Cam. Come on, Cam.
He'll get it. Get it together, son.
Get it together, Grouch. Get a grip, Grouch. But no, I think the thing is though, like, can you? I guess here's the question, right? When you're talking about some of the potential names that you could go out there and get of those defensive linemen who are coming up the middle, right? Is it more worth it to pay for that right now? Well, is it more worth it for you to invest in that position? Because you can't, I'll tell you this, you can't go into next season and not have the answer 3 technique for this defense. You can't feel Montez Sweat brought the pressure from the outside and that's what's going to save it. No, this defense works at peak performance when you have your 3 technique in place. Do you have that?
I would say the only way that works is if you somehow get the next what's our guy that was Hicks? If we're able to get Hicks, like that's a diamond in the rough.
That's probably Metabike. Well,
so the problem is with
yes and no.
With Metabike, why would they let that guy go? Like
because they got to pay everybody.
You got to pay everybody.
I doubt
because you gave an outside linebacker a lot of money.
Right, but I don't think so. Well, okay, so like even with the chat saying, I mean, we do forget that if Javon is taking that next step and there is some type of growth there, we still need at least a defensive end, if not the under tackle next to the 3 technique. I don't know.
You still need a lot of pieces on this defensive line.
We still need one. Definitely need one, if not 2. But do you move Dexter over because he's not the guy? What they want is that guy that's disruptive, that's able to shoot that gap. I mean, he is the person that can disrupt, take up 2 different linemen and create that pressure, and you need 4 studs on that defensive lineman.
I'm not mad at what Javon did this season. I think there was a lot of growth. I think at the beginning of the season, Zach Pickens was well ahead of him. By the end of the season, I would say they were pretty much neck and neck, maybe Javon peeking ahead just a little bit. But there was growth out of 2 defensive linemen that you had on this team. I think the tough part is, right, can you count on that growth continuing knowing that you need that position to be an answer? You can't go into you can't be at the beginning of next season and still have questions on that position.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, even with that too, right, is like, I mean, it's like Joe was saying, these guys are taking a step, but it's like, how big of a step are they going to take in order for you to be like, okay, we can compete with Detroit, we can compete with the Green Bay? Because now it's like I said, what was that? I believe Monday you thought that you said the Bears had time to kind of, they had time to kind of get the mistakes right. I forget what the exact conversation was.
Reporting it as fact if I say it.
No, but like, I mean, the conversation was like, I had said at that point, like Green Bay and Detroit, were like the Green Bay and Detroit were rising, and now, Ben Johnson, he's still going to be with Detroit. So it's like now you really kind of got to figure that out. It's like you were saying, because they don't got time to waste.
Yeah. It's going to be, I think you got you've got a situation now where, and the one thing that I do love that the Chicago Bears did was they brought in Eric Washington.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, hey, Joe, how you doing? Good to see you.
Yeah,
sorry about that.
He's lonely back there. Joe's lonely back there.
I'm not Pat. Yeah,
We gotta. I mean, yeah.
You know what? How about that?
I appreciate you, dog.
appreciate you, man.
Joe back here working. Fridays are tough for Joe. He ain't got no crew
it's
back
just,
there.
It's honestly just a scheduling thing. I got so far behind. Yeah. I apologize to
That's
Pat
all good.
and
It's all
Ringo,
good.
as well as Breeze Nation. I
It's all good.
apologize.
That's good, man.
We will have a much more free-flowing professional show on Monday.
Might need to hire some more people. But but no, I just I think the one thing that you have to kind of look at with the Bears and how they're focusing is it does seem like they're going the development route. It does seem like they're going the young route. It does seem like they're going to go right with Gervon Dexter. I think these are some interesting names that the Bears could look at, and you just kind of ask yourself, would you want to pay because you know that they're an answer already? But hiring Eric Washington to me is development. He's a D-line coach. He's an assistant head coach. He comes in as your defensive coordinator. You know what his specialty is. You just want to see him continue to be in the building and help these guys grow. But I think some of the names, right, that you talk about on the interior, Chris Jones, of course, Christian Wilkins. I don't know if he's going to get he's probably getting re-signed down there. Right?
Christian Wilkins?
Yeah, he's probably getting re-signed.
Yeah.
I don't think he's actually going to hit open market. Justin Mudabike, Leonard Williams, DJ Reader, Fletcher Cox, Grover Stewart, Sheldon Rankins, Javon Kinlaw. To me, those are your top names. Like, those are the guys that you go, okay, if we're going to – and here's the thing. It's not if we're going to pay money for somebody, you're not paying money for the okay guy.
Yeah.
You're not going cheap there. Because if you're going to go cheap, just develop Javon. Yeah, I mean, like, you're not sitting there going, oh, well, who's available in the second tier for depth? I got depth. I got pieces that I can have coming in back. I'm going to draft pieces probably this offseason as well. You're not going for a low money guy. You're going for one of the big names there. One of the top 10 guys on the market.
It could be too that it is the development of these players. It's just like we said yesterday. I mean, Jalen Johnson, first round grade, he rounded in. He eventually became that, Pro Bowl cornerback.
Right.
Some guys are on that escalator of success. They're a little bit faster than some others, but with Dexter, if you saw some promise and then we have some stability, and why wouldn't he maybe take that step if that's what they envision him to be, the three technique? That would be great. Because if the reports are based on my sources are true,
here we go.
Well, hold on.
If they take Caleb number one and they stand pat, because now it's like, okay, we take one and then we have 9. You're taking maybe the receiver. In their minds, they probably need to get a center. They might want to stay with the left tackle. They might want to stay with Braxton Jones. They may feel that the way that this defense is cooking, stay with
Braxton, which scares the heck out of me.
Yeah, they might want to stay with all those. Is just get a center, and whatever. Let's just say they end up trading Justin, and they get a second round pick. That's probably your second round. That's your center right there.
Yeah,
and they've, there's other things they're going to do, but that could be they might be believing in what they already have in place. They believe in Eberflus. They believe in a lot of things they're doing and making key tweaks.
Well, I mean, I think that's the big.
Don't start. Wait, Jordan called me Cowher. Hold on now.
Joel Cowherd.
I'm coming in hot.
Coming fast with him.
Well, I can't do that, Jordan.
Hey, listen. Here's the thing about all the sources right now on Ryan Poles. How can you have a source on Ryan Poles when his cards are so close to his face? That's all I'm saying. They're right on his eyes. They're right here. They just right. Hey, what's going on out there? I got so many draft picks. So little time. It's just so,
how many draft picks?
I need an actual deck of cards. Hold on.
Do we have some? Oh. Hey, man, you messed up my card.
Nah, it's fine. There's Ryan Poles right here. Just nobody's got a source on Poles. Oh God, look at it.
The embarrassment of riches.
Oh my goodness. What y'all doing over there? Let's go. Oh wow.
How many picks you got?
Look at that wide receiver. What are you looking at? What are you looking at over there? Bobby Valentino glasses. Get out of here. Wee. I feel very good about where the Bears are right now. I feel good about the position that they're in, and I think that again, you got options. That's the one thing that I love about this offseason. So many options. You can go young. You can go with the guy that you have because Javon Dexter showed you a little something at the end of the season. You can go in the draft and maybe say, you know what, we got a guy in the third round that we really like. We think he's going to be an upgrade at that position. Boom, let's go get him. You can go to free agency and say, nah, throw the bag at him. Because I think the difference is, too, while we are not huge fans of Matt Eberflus, the head coach, I think that a lot of players on this list would really like to play for Matt Eberflus, the DC. And Matt Eberflus is going to continue to call plays. I think that changes things because you saw how this defense started to come on last year. Y'all can hear Joel's What? They can hear you doing the airdrop thing. Steve-O said, "Who got a BlackBerry in the background?"
Yeah. Hey, dude, we're doing live editing here, folks. This is what we do. I'm mixing. I'm working.
Who's got a BlackBerry in the background? It's crazy, dog.
Sorry about that, fellas. Sorry. I was like, "What? Am I breathing?" Like,
that's just funny to me. Hey, man, we appreciate you guys for tuning in and showing love. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. Got to get to some of the fun stuff that we're going to do on today's episode. Of course, the Friday free for all and drip or skip. But first, we do have to tell you guys about Underdog Fantasy. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you about the easiest way to get in on the NFL. It's Underdog Fantasy and their pick'em game. Just pick higher or lower on your favorite or least favorite players' stats, and you can win up to 20 times your money in a single night. Underdog keeps it super simple with their easy-to-use website and mobile apps. Pick between 2 and 5 players to fill out your pick'em entry. Get every pick right and take home some cold, hard cash. Use the code TWCB to get your first deposit doubled up by $500 by Underdog. Underdog Fantasy is the best and easiest way to play fantasy sports. No waivers, no trades, or lineup setting. There's no stressing league management aspects after your draft. Underdog Fantasy lets you draft a fantasy team in just minutes. Sign up now with the code TWCB and you'll double your first deposit up to $100 in bonus cash when you make the first deposit of $10 or more. Deposit $100 and get $100 free with their slick mobile app and use their friendly website. You'll have no problem jumping in and drafting your team. Nice.
Nice, good stuff.
Good stuff, boys. Good stuff. How y'all feeling, man?
I
Joe,
know.
grab a glass. It's Friday. Well, that's what we should start doing. We got to get a. Never mind. We have to get someone to deliver us drinks on Fridays. We need a Friday drink deliverer.
a barista. Yeah.
All right, but
What?
hey, man, we're doing a little dripper skip. You want to do a little dripper skip real quick there,
We
Joe?
do dripper skip.
Little dripper skip. We got some music with dripper skip.
I think I updated it a little bit. Here we
Oh,
go.
snap.
I got it. There's the music. Okay, maybe not. Oh, that's the. Oh, hold on.
Bow, bow,
Yeah, that's it. That's the full one. All right, here we go. So dripper skip.
Oh, wow.
So dripper skip. Who? I mean, this is Ringo's. Take it away.
Tyrese.
Take it away.
We got
Ringo.
Tyrese Halliburton with the Hogwarts legacy John going on, looking like he just got out of class.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
I'm not gonna lie. He definitely looked like a substitute teacher.
Bro, I'm not. I think here's my issue with Tyrese in this one. I feel like the glasses aren't real. I feel like they. I don't think he needs glasses,
He
bro.
definitely not
I
wearing
don't
glasses.
think
I think
that he
that's
needs
just
glasses, bro. I feel like this is all fake. No tie is crazy with that fit, by the way.
It's not bad.
No,
Little preppy look.
it's
I
not
rock with
crazy.
the-
You
I
need
can
a
rock
tie
with the
for
preppy
that?
look.
I would say go regular t-shirt on that collared shirt under that,
Yeah.
with the yellow stripe.
Yeah, that's
Like
not
you
too
look
bad.
like you about to be valedictorian.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like,
bro,
I
yeah,
mean,
bro.
I don't know.
It's just you probably got some corduroys and some loafers. Yeah, that'll work.
I mean,
You know what he looks like? He looks exactly like Joe. Suburban rich black dad. Yeah, okay. All right, that makes sense.
hey! I thought I told the staff my grass.
I have said that. I couldn't believe I became that guy one day. I was like, I'm sitting there. I could put rocks in my landscaping,
Yeah.
and the kids were rocking the kick. Hey, put them rocks back. I was like, oh my God, I became my neighbor.
Yep.
Because them rocks cost a lot of money.
Hey, them rocks are not cheap. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see what else.
I just got it
got?
done.
What else we got?
So wait, so that's a dripper skip?
No. We got. All right, let's go ahead. Moving on. The music is. I don't know. Something.
That's the same one.
Yeah. We're moving forward.
Oh,
We
okay,
go.
my
All
bad.
right. So next,
Wow.
that's your boy.
So yeah,
that's
PJ Tucker.
Right? Yeah.
So normally he's on for the shoes. I have no idea what this is because it's like, bro, you got a hoodie with the little. You feel me? It can't be that cold out. It's no way it's that cold. And
my favorite, forget PJ. Like PJ looked like PJ, right? Boots, regular pants, belt, all that. Look at the security guard next to PJ. Is them black forces he's rocking immediately? That's definitely a can of dip in his pocket. He got a straight up dip in his pocket right here. He got is that Louis V? Is that Gucci?
I think that's Louis.
Is that Louis V strapped around the chest there? And bro, like he's ready to kill people.
Hey, bro.
You know what he's on. Somebody walk up too briskly on PJ and it's over. Bro, is that you gotta assume that's real, right? The fur coat, or do you think he's rocking that as the I'm PJ Washington or I'm PJ Tucker? Y'all know what it is.
Nah, I don't think I think it's it's like it was last week. You said you got that. You might have that one fit where somebody gift you this, and then it's like we're gonna get rid of it.
Yeah,
I think that's the act that PJ under right now because he did say, bro, this man got 3 houses. Full of shoes that he just keeping in the case,
bro. What animal is that? But that's not bear, bro. He got a.
I don't even know.
Is
that
wolf.
It's like a wolf,
bro? Does he have Mowgli's tribe on his back out here, bro? Like what the heck is that, bro? I would say I'm not gonna say that's not drip though. I would say that's drip.
No, that's definitely
you
drip.
Definitely gotta have NBA money to drip.
That's definitely drip.
Like plus, if I pull up in that, y'all gonna be like, ain't no way they paying him like that. It's the radio.
Nah. But see, at that point, if you would have done that, that's a one-time fit for you.
I love Chicago. That's
a one-time fit for you.
All right, so look, wait. What did we do for Halliburton? Was that drip or skip?
I skipped.
Skip.
Nah. Skip on that.
You the only one.
So next week I'm gonna have the drip of the skip ones that we can put up to approve or disapprove.
Yeah.
And then make sure the music works.
What's our next one?
Next one? We got. I don't even know what that
is. Is it the same fur?
Miles Turner. Now,
yo,
that's drip for me.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. This is drip.
The whole outfit.
This is drip. This is drip.
Listen,
the gloves.
It's drip. But why he got on OJ gloves, bro? Why does he got on OJ gloves?
Hey, maybe he got things to do, man. He got things.
That's the concerning part, dog. Like, what's going on with the gloves? Who are you murdering at 7? I got a basketball game at 6:30.
Don't let OJ poison black driving gloves. Black driving gloves is great.
Black driving gloves is you doing that?
The whole outfit's drip.
Calm down
for me. And I was actually surprised. Normally, when Ringo brings these things over, I'm like, I don't care about none of this stuff. But I'll rock that.
Mike Davis has said that's that snuffleupagus fur right there.
Snuffleupagus.
Hey, bird.
Drip for me next. Let's go.
That's drip.
No. Skip.
I mean, first of all, hey, now you know that's your boy. I think that's Torrey Craig.
The problem for me with this fit is nothing goes together. He got a blue jean hat.
None of it.
Is that a crew neck? And then I feel like them are like corduroy shorts.
I'm like,
I'm a little thrown off by this one. I'm not gonna lie. The bag is the bag the thing now. You gotta have the little Louis bag.
The Louis bag because it carry the essentials. Like most mugs, they might carry the game in there.
How much are you keeping in there? If you an NBA player, like to me, that's straight money, right? Like I'm keeping cash in there.
A little bit of cash because you're gonna need it if we.
What
on
are
the
y'all
road.
traveling with?
I
see everybody with a bag. What all are you traveling with?
I
got a phone, wallet, keys, walking out the door.
All right, so we're gonna skip.
If that's your bag, seriously though, real quick. If that's your bag, you going for the week. What's in the bag?
I mean, am I on the road? I guess if I'm in the NBA, I'm on the road.
You're on the road.
this looked like they getting off for at the hotel, so maybe PlayStation in there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Is that
like,
Andre Drummond?
I don't know. This is
yeah, that's
drum.
something. Now see, this is
See, everything is dripped to me except the verses with that. I could rock with everything he got on right there except the verses.
no. What's up with the
It's
scarf?
LA. I mean, it's the whole. That's the West Coast style, right
Hey,
there.
I'm cool.
It's
Personally, for me,
it's
that's
no
not
need
me.
for
I
the
would
scarf.
skip that, but to me, it fits. The whole vibe fits. Like the other dude, none of that match, none of that work, none of it was whatever. It's a complete
That's
outfit.
a vibe.
I-
That's a vibe.
It's a complete outfit.
I'm full.
I might
I'm
tuck
not
the-
fooling with
I
the
might tuck the
scarf.
shirt in.
If I'm going to a West Coast party, whatever, I'm rocking that.
With Converses, though?
Yeah, that's the whole look. Yeah,
I don't know if I'm doing Converses.
chulo, man. I thought it was
Calm
chulo.
down, calm
Was it?
Don't get us
fit?
in trouble, Joe.
I'm just
Oh,
saying.
You sitting here playing around, suburbs.
Okay.
You sitting there playing around, suburbs. That's it. And ladies
I
and
guess
gentlemen, was that it?
That was
Was
it.
that
Yeah,
it, ladies
yeah,
and
yeah,
gentlemen?
that
That was
was
Dripper
it.
Skip. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We getting everything on this show. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, showing love. Christopher said he got the Nintendo Switch in there. Machiavelli said that's West Coast drip. Yep, the Dijon mustard pants. Yeah. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that fit.
I'm
just
just talking
wanna
about
get
the
different
scarf.
shoes. You
Why
beefing
the
with
scarf?
I'm not worried about the scarf on that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. The problem for me is the strangle gloves that Miles Turner had on.
Not the fit. He had the best fit for the week.
That was terrifying.
That was a good
That
fit.
was
The
terrifying.
glove, I just would have went with like a watch or something.
All right, boys, let's get to the Friday free for all. Let's finish out the show here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in and showing love. I love that Bando's in the Friday free for all. Oh, Lord. I didn't realize you had all these old. Oh, God.
I just
grabbed.
grabbed. It was
It's just
free
fat.
for all, man.
Fat. You ain't lying. I've been fat in most of these things.
Thanks, Clayton. Brian, appreciate you, bro.
So I want to start off Friday free for all. We got music on this one or no? We a little.
I have.
A little. Don't you normally got that stock beat? That boom, 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 ba dum, boom, dum, ba dum, dum. Down. He may not have that ready. Don't worry about it. Friday free for all brought to you by nobody. Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's make sure it's not too loud, but I like the vibe. Ladies and gentlemen, a very important character in all of our lives was attacked. Physically, violently, live on the news yesterday. By Larry David. Larry David went on the news, I believe it was ABC, and decided to attack Elmo.
Huh?
Literally, while the news was live, Elmo was on there, and I don't know if you guys saw this, but
I
there was a
didn't.
tweet, this also goes into my next topic, but I wanted to go here first. But basically, Elmo was on the news talking about, some of the things that people have gone through from a tweet that Elmo put out on his Twitter account. Elmo has a Twitter account.
What?
And people
Elmo got
were
a Twitter,
basically,
right?
Elmo said, just checking in on you guys, wanted to see how you were doing. People are not doing well in the world. And they let Elmo know this. So off of that, Elmo was on the news. And Larry David, before his interview happened, runs out and basically gives Elmo the claw to the face, swiped at the dad a couple of times, and then ran off and was forced to apologize.
Why we just randomly beating up Elmo?
Why are
bro?
you tough? When I tell you the fact that they forced him to apologize may be one of the funniest things of all time. Should Larry David have been forced to apologize for attacking Elmo, even though I think all of us know he's not real, right? We all know.
He shouldn't have been forced to apologize.
Big Kid said, "Is that assault? It's got to be assault."
That's assault at that point.
Joe, you making Larry David
That's assault
apologize
at that
there,
point.
for striking Elmo?
Yeah, 100%, all the way.
Elmo been around forever, bro. It's been a
Don't
lot
mess
of
with
random
Elmo.
Elmo beef, man.
Oh, what's up? Here's the thing. That's the part. That's the part that cracks me up. Is does Elmo got hitters in these streets? Is Sesame Street pulling up on Larry David for this, bro?
Hey, well, I'm not gonna lie,
Is Big Bird flying in with the crew? Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm asking here, bro. I want to see where the hitters at, dog.
All I'm saying is Elmo got a lot
Shout
of.
out Javier said nobody's safe out there.
Elmo got a lot of random beef going on.
Elmo got beef with Rocco.
Bro, I was literally just about to say, bro, Elmo got beef with Rocks.
P-Kid said Elmo shouldn't have been talking
And,
in.
and Elmo got beef with Rocks. Like, come on now.
Now, the reason, like I said, Elmo was out there on January 29th, Elmo sent out a tweet and said, Elmo is just checking in. How's everybody doing? And people on Twitter are not doing well. Some of the tweets that we got in this quote tweet, well, I don't even know. Let me see if I don't know if my internet connection will be strong enough to hold this
You got
here.
200 in the chat?
Yeah, we got over 200 in the chat.
Nice.
See if we can add this in.
200.
Let's see if we can add this in here.
Allow me to try this. There you go.
There it is.
There it is.
Here's some of the quote tweets. I guess I'm just afraid, Elmo. What? Oh, Elmo, where do I begin?
I didn't realize that Sesame Street had just. I forgot that the anniversary. It's 1969 is when they.
Elmo asked the simple question. The entire internet just
Bro,
going crazy. I'm tired, Elmo. Me getting ready to trauma dump on Elmo here. So, people, are you guys okay out there? Are you okay? Because Elmo was concerned. And I love Elmo sends out a follow-up tweet and is basically like, I understand it's hard out there, but Elmo loves you. You know how many people probably broke down crying from that? Maybe Larry David was justified in going at Elmo.
I don't know, man. That was just random, though. That was just random, though. Like,
Why you attacking Elmo?
Why you attacking Elmo?
I don't know.
Bro?
What if the kids were watching that? The one,
yo, that would have been so just disrespectful. Like, hey, somebody, hey, Elmo's on the TV. You just can't run in and then.
Larry David just take that, Elmo.
Right, Elmo's just getting mauled.
Oh, on a sadder note today, but I think a note where we can honor the man. Carl Weathers passed away. Carl Weathers, as many people know as Apollo Creed, played a plethora of roles in the 80s, 90s, and acting all the way till today. I mean, he's been in commercial. I think he was in a commercial with Travis Kelce. Just an RIP to Carl Weathers, man. I mean, we're all watching Rocky tonight, right?
Oh yeah,
he's been on a lot.
Gotcha.
Was he? Does anybody know? Like, was he sick? I didn't. Obviously, they passed.
All I saw was that it was sudden.
Yeah.
All I saw was that it was sudden. But our prayers go out to the family. Our prayers go out to. I love the graphic you got there, Joe. That's an elite graphic of him because that's how many of us will remember him.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I saw Carl Weathers. I think he was in a couple of Marvel things and stuff like that. But like you always see him as Apollo Creed, no matter the moment. It's like, oh look, that's old Apollo.
Yeah. It's not that. It was the type of shape that he was in. Like this dude was. That's incredible. Now maybe was it steroids or whatever. All of them back in the 80s, like the Stallone, all of them.
I don't know. He don't look very roidy.
No, but I mean that's
that
a
look
lean.
Real.
No, he was.
Nah,
but I'm just saying he
real.
was. Okay, let me stop. Skip that. No, he was incredible.
Yeah.
Period. Like just to see them Rocky 3 and what have you. But like I hated, especially Rocky 4. You hated that they killed him off. And like I think Sylvester Stallone definitely realized he wished he never did that because it was like, why you go with that line? Why you
yeah.
Why you gotta take him out?
With that bar,
if he dies, he dies. It's like dang. But no, yeah, that and Predator, like just remembering him with Schwarzenegger and their biceps. Is
maybe
like,
you're right. Maybe Predator was a little crazy,
dude. The
Predator got crazy,
dude. Them jokers are huge.
Yeah.
But that's those are some of the original superheroes back in the day, and like that is my childhood because I was a kid when those movies came out. So like you grew up with Carl Weathers, Mr. T, Schwarzenegger, Jesse Ventura, Hulk Hogan, like all of those guys in that pantheon of just like great athletes. And to learn that he was a football player, that he played in the league and then he got out of it. But yeah, it's sad to see him pass away.
Yeah, man. Definitely RIP. Prayers up to the family.
Oh, Action Jackson, yeah,
bro. Action
that
Jackson.
was a terrible movie.
Wasn't he?
Terrible.
Now I don't remember. I feel like didn't he have a role in the Heat of the Night?
That I don't.
Like I'm going like TV.
Well,
I watch.
We
my
can look up
granddaddy
his
stuff like that.
IMDb, but for the most part, no.
Maybe.
But it was what was cool to me was even how they redid Creed, and it was like Michael B. Jordan actually does look like him.
Resemble him a little bit.
It was a perfect continuation of that story. So I love how that worked out like that.
Yeah.
So it's just sad. It's what it is though. It's the reality of like everybody's getting old, man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, just he's 76, and I'm sitting there like he's only a couple years older than my dad. You know, and it's the reality of all of us are getting up there. Michael Jordan. It's like watching Mike, where you know he goes from young Mike to, you know, he's not flying as much but still dominant to, you know, then it's Washington Wizards Mike, and then it's now we got 50 plus 60-year-old Mike, and it's like we're all getting old. So
Yeah.
Just you, Joe.
nah.
Just you.
Yeah, that's right. You guys keep thinking that.
It's just you, Joe. One last one that I had I thought was good for the Friday free.
Oh, he wasn't the Mandalorian. Good job, Mike.
Oh,
I remember that.
He was in Mandalorian. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he
right.
was.
in
Yeah.
Mandalorian,
Yeah,
too.
that's facts, 100%. Yeah, the TV show he was in it. He was night. Okay, shout out Bob Chimney. He knew. All right, I'm not tweaking on that.
Okay.
Yes, he was on. All right, cool. I'm sitting here. It's all coming back. One last thing that I thought to leave off on, just so we don't leave off on a sad note here, although it's not really sad. You know what I mean? Being able to pass on different things like that. But airplanes are falling apart in the sky a lot. And I'm concerned. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Alaska Airlines had a plane whose door literally ripped off during the flight in the sky. And I feel like this is not the first time we've heard a story like this over the last couple of months. And I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on. This is like the third or fourth airplane we've seen rip apart in the sky, I feel like, over the last couple of months here. They have been grounded. The Federal Aviation Administration announced the temporary grounding and inspection of certain Boeing 737 MAX 9 planes after an Alaskan Airlines flight was forced to make an emergency landing in Portland, Oregon, when the door blew out on the aircraft. Now, this is an issue for me, right? But the bigger issue is, did anybody see the video of the door basically off?
Yeah, nah.
Why was everybody so calm?
See, that's wild.
Why was everybody so incredibly calm? If you're sitting on an airplane and the door rips off,
Not normal.
you just chilling?
Just not normal, bro.
You just chilling, bro?
Nah.
Like everybody was just like, yeah, you know, no
What you want to do? Get up?
It's not that I'm going.
What do you want to do, Pat? You want to
here's
get
the
up
thing.
and check
Here's
the
the
door and get sucked out of the
Here's the thing. No,
airplane?
here's the thing. Right. So, two things. So I saw this, and these were my first two thoughts. And I feel like this has happened again, but I'm just very confused about. I thought everything got sucked out of planes because they were pressurized cabins when things ripped off. The movies have been lying to us for years, basically. So I guess that's a thing there. And number two was just like, all these airlines I give crap to, like Spirit and Delta and, you know, people that probably will never sponsor the show because I just said their name in a negative light on this. We have never actually talked about any of those planes going down. Meanwhile, Alaska Airlines got doors ripping off left and right out here in the sky. Like, I don't know, man. I was very concerned. It was everybody on the plane was very calm, and nobody seemed worried that they might die. So, and everybody lived. Everybody landed. Plane was fine. They had an emergency landing. It was all good. I didn't know you could do those things.
Yeah, nah, bro, that's crazy. I will say for my one Friday free for all thing, and this is more so for kids. So the over the weekend the video game Suicide Squad to Kill the Justice League came out. It was offline like hours after that, but apparently everybody was up in arms because they killed off Batman, but I guess it was Kevin Conroy's Batman. So they were like,
yo, first off, spoiler, my guy, Jesus.
You wasn't going to play it, don't lie.
I was going to play it.
Don't worry, I wasn't Ringo.
It's a DC game. I
I'm
played
not
all the
gonna play
Arkham Knights. I played every single Batman. You bastard.
Oh, wow.
Son of
Well, I mean, it was already out there. It was on Twitter, though. But, I mean, hey, nah, but, I mean, is we really that up in arms? Because it's Kevin Conroy.
I'm not going to lie to
though?
you. I'm upset that y'all killed off. I'm upset that you killed off Kevin Conroy's Batman.
Why?
I don't know. I don't have a good answer
No,
for you.
right, but
I don't have a good. I'm not gonna sit here and act like.
That's my bro.
I'm not gonna sit here and act like I have this great reason behind it. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm just
does.
but I am upset. I'm upset.
Just killing.
Like, are you gonna bring him back?
Well, I mean,
like I'm just saying, like there's
in
AI.
the clip, because they showed the clip. I mean, he gone. He gone.
I appreciate you for spoiling that for everybody out there who's big
I
storyline guys out here. Joe, you got anything Friday free for all? Anything that's free for all?
That's my bad.
I can't think of nothing.
All right, just wanted to make sure you weren't going to kill anybody off on this.
Somebody, there is a no.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, wrap it up.
You know what? I mean,
See, and I said I just bought the goddamn game.
Shameless plug. The Chicago Architecture Center is hosting a film festival. So today, this weekend, come out Saturday, Sunday. So that's kind of a free for all for me. Other than that, yeah. Thanks.
See, shameless plug was crazy.
Yeah, it says
just plug it.
Friday free for all.
Hey, one thing we do got to say on
take
here
this time
that
to
we
plug
actually have
myself.
to sit down and plan out. We have to take time to do this because people come tune into the show. They watch every day. They watch their kids said not another death joke. But the one thing that we do actually have to do is we have to plan this party for 25,000. Are we putting this off till the summer? Because we're almost at 30 now. Are we gonna wait for a summer party, or are we gonna do a wintertime bash, kick it type you did?
No, why not capitalize something outside? Why not do the summer? It's a slow period.
Yeah.
Who's actually gonna come out? I mean,
I would hope the people in the chat.
I'm just saying. Oh, I would love. That's what I'm saying. I would love that.
Who's coming out?
But if we have
The chat'll
people,
be there.
we got to understand where our demographic is too. Where's everybody at? We got people all over the place. So,
Yeah.
that would be awesome though. So, what Breeze Nation? What do you guys think?
If you guys are gonna fly in for the party, do not take Alaskan Airlines.
Or
I guess,
Spirit or Frontier?
well, is Alaskan a cheap airline? I guess that's the other question with all of that. Like, is that like Spirit where it's all a la carte? Like they was like, we said you'd get there. We didn't say the doors would get there.
the door.
You pay for what you're getting.
Sirius Jones coming out. That's what I'm talking about.
Sirius Jones said, I'm an ATL. I'll fly home to attend. Love that.
Shadow Boy wants to help out. Okay, that's cool.
Hey, man, we'll have a great time up in there. Might as well wait for 50K in 3 weeks. Jordan, from your lips to God's ears. That's what I'll say.
Hey, as long as it's not.
Relax.
What?
I thought he was gonna play it.
Yeah, he didn't play it. So you gotta. You're not the host, right? Like you gotta be. As long as it's not
hot and ready. I'm going to be coming fast.
It's a different power. Yeah, you my guy. You here, big member of the family, but you don't got the point power. You see, me and Joel got a connection, right? When I go, hey Joel, it's coming
fast with a.
Yeah, that's just point power right there. That's all that is. Hey man, appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, man. We'll be back Monday with, of course, more daily show content. We'll have content dropping throughout the weekend, talking more Chicago Bears, Chicago Bulls talk. Going to be happening as well because Philadelphia has an interesting possible trade package on the table for one DeMar DeRozan. So we'll talk about all that coming into next week. Y'all stay safe out there. Have a safe weekend in Chicago. For the man formerly known as Ringo J. Stefan Nadine and the super producer Joel Holt. It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Peace.